Majin Buu is asleep, but could we wake this guy up? I think so. There's a couple options. This is Travedo. We're mainly a Dragon Ball channel, by the way. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We're going to be here for a long time producing Dragon Ball videos, so please subscribe and enjoy our content. So Majin Buu is apparently supposed to go to sleep for a couple months, and that's why apparently we're supposed to bring back Frieza now, or Goku's going to go to Frieza, who's supposed to somehow agree to terms and maybe be forced by Beerus or something to end up competing with us. We don't know that yet at the time of this video, but Buu could wake up again. Buu could end up back in the tournament. It is a good possibility. Now, I did discuss before in a video how, just like the Frieza reveal video where I talked about Frieza replacing Buu, how they'd really have to nerf Buu in this tournament anyways. And, they'd have to really, I don't know, they'd almost do him injustice by not allowing him to use all of his magical powers. But it would be cool to see his magical powers in use. But like I said before, it seems like they're trying to make this more straight up combat and technique as opposed to people using, magic. But speaking of magic, this is how Majin Buu could end up waking up. There's, number one, the possibility he just wakes up. Whoever says, oh, he's going to be asleep for 2 months at this rate, they could be completely wrong. He could just wake up like in an hour or something. Who knows? They could do something as silly as splash water in his face. There could just be something silly like that where he wakes up super fast and it's like for a very easy, not that well thought of reason. Like you didn't have to think deep to really figure out how he's going to wake up. Now, this would be pretty cool though. Now, one thing that would be kind of funny and would make sense, is if they threw him in the time chamber. We already know Vegeta's going to go in the time chamber to train for a little bit. And I'm excited about that because Vegeta's probably going to end up way stronger. He's only got a few hours left before the tournament, but that few hours in the chamber, you know what I'm saying? Like that's weeks, months, whatever in the chamber. That's awesome. So, speaking of how it could end up being months long, what if they just threw Buu in there with them? Like they just opened the door, threw Buu in there. 2 months go by in the time chamber, and it's really only a few hours outside, out here in the real world. And Buu's awake because he's literally slept for 2 months. So that's another way. Now, the coolest thing, like this is something that I wouldn't mind seeing just because, they've been bringing back a lot of old characters. I'm talking about even like from original Dragon Ball, and like they've had so many different flashbacks and things like that. And this is somebody that we kind of briefly saw in the Trunks arc that we just had. But what if they brought back Bibbidi or Bobbidi? Like, we already know that they're going to hell to see Frieza. What if they figure, hey, you know what? Bibbidi and Bobbidi, these two guys, they're evil, and they're Majin Buu's master. Bibbidi created Buu. Bobbidi's, who we saw in Dragon Ball Z. He was the one that, for his father, he wanted to finish out the plan, take over Earth, revive Majin Buu, slay the universe. He just wanted to be the grand master of his Majin powered up puppets and things like that. But, that'd be cool if, like, while in hell they go and, we meet Bibbidi, and that'd be pretty neat. Bobbidi, whoever it is, both of them, they tell us something about Buu, or like they want to end up being released for a little bit, and like they'll be like, hey, you know what, which it could just be a bluff, hey, or it could be the truth too. Hey, if you let us out for this tournament, we can, enhance Buu's powers. Like we have spells that can enhance Buu's powers, like, and double them and things like that. That'd be pretty neat. And I think, it would make sense too. Like, what if they just know certain things? Like, oh, like, well, have you done this to him? Have you fed him chocolate in the last, couple days? Or like, they'll explain, oh, well, it's because he's trained so much, like, what if they say, oh, he's really not supposed to be training, like he's supposed to just always be constantly enhanced by magic, or us inserting power into him, And you know, it'd just be pretty neat. I think that'd be cool. And those are just a few ways that I think Majin Buu could come back. I like Majin Buu a lot. I really would like to see him in the tournament. I think a lot of people would like to see him in the tournament, especially with that fight that he recently had in the exhibition matches. He's an exciting character. He's a good character. He's definitely here to stay. And definitely, though, he will have his time, though, in the future. Now that's another thing, too. You know, I might as well talk about that now. Majin Buu is going to end up getting his spotlight in the future. When Oob comes back and we see Oob, and not like he's coming back again for this series, but, you know, we saw him briefly at the end of Dragon Ball Z. But it's already been hinted at that he's coming back. He's been mentioned a couple times. He's supposed to end up being really strong. And Oob is Boo. They're literally like the same being. You know, for Oob, in order to understand himself better, he's gonna have to talk to Majin Buu. You know, there's things Boo could teach Oob, and Oob's growth. Yeah, like we know Goku's gonna train him and enhance him, but hey, at the end of the day, his best growth probably will be from Majin Buu, and there's probably gonna be a really good relationship there. A lot of dialogue. They might even spar quite a bit. Majin Buu might unlock, you know, some, you know, magical powers out of Oob, and Oob could end up being another OP, you know, superpower good guy, and that'd be awesome for us. So definitely, I'm looking forward to that arc too. That's going to be a good arc for the fans, good arc for those characters, and it's going to be the, you know, probably the best way to develop Oob as a character is, hey, we have a past self of you here, and you know, watch them grow together. So if you like anything I had to say, if you love Dragon Ball and you're looking forward to, you know, future theory videos, speculation videos, whether it's just pure fact or just pure speculation and fun, please subscribe and like. Thank you.